Okay, y'all. Now this is something I've been looking at for a long time. If you watch any kind of TV shows to where it's like they be like in the police chief's office, they be in the mayor's office, they be in the lawyer's office, all these supposedly high power profile places or whatever. Before this scene is out, somebody gonna pull out a little glass and they gonna pour some liquor in it. They usually be pouring brown liquor. And then they be sitting up there having a drink right over the liquor or whatever, and they just be acting like it ain't nothing. They can't have a conversation or have a drink or anything serious happen without having something to drink. So they sitting up here planning all these things at a high level of society, but they doing off of, getting a buzz. These people got things going on in their life where they feel like they got to drink for everything, get a little bit out of their head and stuff, right? So you look at it, the fact that, or what I'm trying to tell you is, you look at them people doing that right there. Now, the position you at, what I'm trying to tell you is, you can't be like them people. You cannot overtake people who are oppressive by being like them. You can't do the things they do. And this is something else with a lot of people. I've been looking at stuff like I be hearing about Black Wall Street, and I be hearing about, all of these settlements and all this stuff that, we supposed to have, black people supposed to have. If we doing Black Wall Street, we got all these, we was basically coming up, right? But we going back and we doing the same thing that the people who was oppressing us, we trying to be like them. We trying to, have our little liquor stores and all this other type of stuff. Man want to smoke cigars and weed and, whether they were doing powder, whatever they was doing. We not gonna act like that these were just people and they was just, excellent people or whatever. We know, men, women, we know people got vices. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't judging, but I'm just saying, you gotta look at the whole thing. That's why the oppressor, that's why they was able to come and get on the people like that. And I ain't saying it's right, none of that. Y'all might say, oh, this crazy. I already know, but I keep a sober mind so I can be trying to, so I can ask myself and try to figure out or ask God, to show me why it happened like that. If we got Black Wall Street and then all of a sudden the Klan or whoever else just came down through there and just burned it down, wiped it out, and we ain't had no power to stop it, like, you really got to ask, questions behind it. Because if it's something that's protected by God, is that's something that God done raised up, man can't touch it. And that just go to show you that wasn't ordained. God didn't ordain none of that. And if he did get you up to a certain point, once you got to that certain point, you're supposed to turn around, you're supposed to glorify God with that. You're not supposed to turn around and be like the rest of the world, you know what I'm saying? Partying, drinking, and smoking, and doing all this other stuff. Because God gonna say, nope, y'all ain't doing what I want y'all to do. And he gonna move his hand off of it. And he gonna let them, he gonna let them oppressors or the demons or whatever else, he gonna let them come in and do what they do. So y'all gotta keep that in mind, man. You gotta really be looking at things, because the media show you everything. It's just up to you if you sober minded, if you know enough to try to say, hey, what's going on? Why is it always like this? And you see these people in these high profile places and they behave in a certain way. You can't behave like them in order to get to them places. Like, you can't be like them, because they always gonna they can keep you under their feet as long as you behave like them. You can't take on the behaviors of people that's keeping you down. You can't do it. That ain't how you overcome them. We talking about overcoming somebody. We talking about getting back in our rightful places. We talking about rising up to be kings and royalty and queens and all the other stuff. We talking about rising back up to become that. In order to do that, you got to overtake the power structure that's in place right now. And you don't do that with guns. You can't fight them people with guns, because them people got drones, they got tanks, they got all kind of stuff. So you can't fight them like that. Y'all be posting pictures of people with their little guns, and you know what I'm saying, the media posting people out there. They got their guns, they ready with it. Man, them people got drones, man. Them people got gas, and they can, man, you can't fight it on that level. You got to fight it on a spiritual level. So you got to get yourself right first. You got to get yourself and your family right first, and then it won't even be a fight. You ain't even got to fight because God can protect you, because you'll be God's then. You'll be moving in God's energy then, and can't nobody come against God. But what you will have to fight, you have to fight like the urges and stuff in your spirit. You have to fight the urges of your flesh. In order to be protected by God, you got to fight them urges of your flesh. And then can't nothing come against you. Man can't come against you if God protecting you. So y'all just keep your eyes open and just pray on it. You think I'm just talking out my head? Man, pray on it and watch how God starts showing you answers. I know what I'm talking about. And the only reason I know what I'm talking about because I asked for it. I prayed for wisdom and asked God to show me how to overcome people that I felt like shouldn't have been over me. People that shouldn't have been able to make decisions for me. And then they say, okay, well, if you don't want to be ruled by these people, then you got to rule. If you don't want nobody to be a king or whatever over you, then you got to be it yourself. And the only way you can be in that position is if God put you in that position. And God ain't gonna put you in that position if you ain't doing what you're supposed to do. So I'm just trying to, I'm trying to come at y'all. I'm trying to let you know, hey, you wanna step up. These are the steps you gotta take. All right, y'all, be good.